Yeah, so individualism impacts our community negatively in a lot of ways when it's overemphasized. And so, individualism in itself, we're all made as unique individuals, and so there's a sense of that's important. But the problem is when our individualism comes at the expense of our sense of community, and so we can't diminish the significance of us as individuals, but we also can't dismiss the significance of our collectiveness as a community. And so I started out my blog post for this week just sharing a little quote from a book I'd been reading outside of this just on my own. And I really like that quote that I shared because I think it gets at the kind of the heart of the importance of individualism and its dangers. And so part of it is we often see the way individualism affects us today in our society is often that we are so focused on ourselves and our own personal success. And we often think that success is us getting the things we want, living the life that we want. Maybe it often includes our families as well. We're often focused on our families as well, which is good, and it's a noble thing that we should be. The problem is when we are so focused on ourselves and our families that it comes at the expense of those around us as well. And we often see success as we are getting to this, the status, and our families are getting to this status of, wealth, of success, of, comfort and different things like that, that we often do it at the expense of others though as well. And we find ourselves more and more isolated from others in our community, and even our families at times too. And so it's important that we see that success and being successful, living a flourishing, healthy life is more than just me doing well in my work, me, doing well in competitions, or, having wealth, having comfort, having security, but it's also finding that social solidarity, finding that connection to others in our community and having a sense of flourishing all around. A sense of like when I win, you win, and when you win, I win. Like we're in this together. And that's why I even brought in Martin Luther King's quote in this too, how we're all tied together in this, I believe he says, like a garment of destiny, where one thing I do affects you and what you do affects me. And so really having this sense of like we are connected to each other, we are connected to our neighbors, and we cannot be who we're supposed to be if they are not who they're supposed to be, and vice versa. And so that's where I think individualism can often kind of, one of the things I mentioned in it is it asks the question, the age-old question, am I my brother's keeper? What's wrong if my brother is struggling but I'm doing fine? And, I'll have pity on him or things like that. But the importance is like we need to care for one another, regardless of the different backgrounds we come from and things like that, regardless of our religion and our beliefs and our faith. We really need to be caring for one another, those around us. And it often starts with those immediately physically near us, our physical neighbors, not just the people we might, go to church with or things like that, but who are the people that live near us, that we pass by on a daily basis, that we talk to. And how can we make sure that just like we want to do well and thrive and be comfortable, we want them to be doing well as well, and finding our success and their success tied together.